Hi there, I'm Brooke from the Wild Temple School, and this is a little video just to go over our upcoming retreat to Ireland called the Spirit of Ireland Plant Wisdom Retreat. And this is a retreat that both myself, Brooke Sullivan, and Lupo are running. We both run schools, herb schools. I also run a yoga school. It's the same thing. Mine is called the Wild Temple School of Yoga and Herbal Wisdom, and Lupo's is Twin Star Herbal Education in Connecticut. So I'm in California, she's in Connecticut. So this retreat is really special. It's amazing and it's special. I love that I am able to do this one with Lupo. I have been to Ireland and have gone to all of these sites a few times, except where Lupo will be bringing us, which is actually to her ancestors' land. So this is the gist. It's August 1st through the 7th of this year. And the whole thing is really dedicated to the plants and sacred sites and tapping into the ancient lore, the magic, the history of this Emerald Isle, which is so beautiful and splendid. On August 1st, that's where we begin, day one. We'll pick everyone up in our luxury tour vehicle at the airport in Dublin at 11 a.m. This does not mean you can't arrive earlier. So you can arrive earlier and stay in, say, this district, the Temple District, which is shown on the picture to the left here, or in any other area in Dublin, and just catch an Uber back to the airport. The bottom right picture is a group of mine that I had last year in Dublin that we went to the Botanic Gardens there, and it was really lovely and a great way to start just relaxing before the retreat. So still on day one, we will trek immediately to one of the most sacred sites of Ireland. And the cool thing about this is that it's definitely off the beaten path. It's a private land owned by who I really consider to be a druid, an ancient druid. And it's in the center of Ireland, which actually doesn't take very long to get to. It's just a few hours of a ride. Our tour guide, Teresa, is amazing, and she's going to lead us through a ceremony and a meditation here at the sacred site where the very first Beltane fires and continuous Beltane fires were lit. So we will be there over a special seasonal juncture called Luchnasadh, and this is one of Teresa's favorite deities or divinities, the god Luch, was the sun god. And so she has so much magic and mythology to share, but she's also an encyclopedic knowledge, carries an encyclopedic knowledge of the history of Ireland. So we will learn so much, but there will also be a lot of the sacred and tapping in. A lot to say about this one, but I don't want to because it's so magical that I just want you to come and feel it. But it is considered the naval center of Ireland, and it is a private entrance that we get to visit with our wonderful tour guide to this sacred site. First night, we'll be in a really beautiful hotel in a place called Sligo, and so we're a little bit north. It's just another hour and a half, I think, drive from our Uisneach adventure, which is that central Ireland space. And we will land and we will sleep so well because we will deserve it. Day two, we go to Lupo's ancestral land. So this is where her great-grandmother had a house, and it's in Sligo. It's called Knocknashea, and this is known as the legendary Hill of the Fairies. And on site, there are dolmens, there is plant magic galore. We will walk the grounds. We will be able to sit and hum with the vibration of the planet because the ley lines are strong here. And we will begin our transformative journey of understanding the sacred outside of us, but also inside of us. We won't begin, we'll continue through this sacred space. So we will spend a full day here, spend the night in our Eco Retreat Center. So again, just a little bit more of a drive, and then we really land. So the first part of it is a little bit of motion, and then we get settled. So try to sleep on the airplane because that will make you feel the best, I think, if you can do that. So this is our beautiful retreat center. We don't even have to leave the center. It has so much for us. And all of the food is farm fresh, farm to table, and alive, vibrant. Yum. We will be in a location called the Burren, which is the western side of Ireland, and it's known for its really beautiful, varied landscapes, from these cliff sides, like oceanic landscape, to lunar landscape, to fields and meadows, thick forested woods, caves, you name it, you got it. The Burren is amazing. Day 3, we will chill. So it's nice to have kind of a day off, right, to really acclimate and settle in with what we've already received, but it will be a day that we bask in nature. So we will be making our plant medicines on this day. We will be out in the field, talking about the plants, meeting the flowers. I have a really strong passion as an herbalist to make tea. So I will bring herbs, or we will most likely wildcraft our herbs, and we'll make tea every day. I find personally that a really good herbalist can be created out of just the art of tea making. I think you can learn a lot about medicine and the plants just by making teas. So we'll go into that. And Lupo is amazing. She's been teaching herbal medicine since I was a baby. She was actually one of my first teachers for a hot minute. And then we both just continued on the path, and now we're both teachers. So she is a wealth of information, and I can't wait to learn from her. So day 4 is my favorite place on the planet. Hi, sweetie. And this is the magical site where J.R.R. Tolkien was inspired to write The Hobbit. And the pictures don't even do it justice here, but we have wish-fulfilling trees. We have wooded walks where the plants are so green, so vibrant that it just hits you. It opens up your heart. You awaken in these ways that are kind of off the charts. I swear we saw a unicorn last time. You can see it right here. We were walking on the bottom side of this cliff after coming out of the woods, after our lunar landscapes. This is all in one walk. And these little furry creatures peeked over the cliff's edge, and every one of us, shocked, started crying because it looked like a unicorn. I think it was really maybe a donkey or something because of his ears, but it's that magical that you're not even surprised, really, that magic is at every turn. There are holy wells, healing waters. We will be working with the waters to make flower essence remedies, talking about flower essence remedies and plant healing magic to the umpth degree. This beautiful retreat is also a certification, so you will come home with a certification of plant wisdom. Day 5, here we have another one of my favorite places where as soon as you enter the grounds, it's as if you walked through a veil. The air starts to shimmer, and it's just different. It's magical. There's no really other word for it to extraordinary, I would say. But an ancient cave in 800 AD meditated here for, I think, 7 or 8 years. And so we will visit the site of the cave. We'll be able to get in the cave. You can see my friend here, on one of our retreat participants from another retreat. She was in the cave, and there's another holy well here, and again, more flowers that we can make medicines from, and just sit and feel and heal and transform. So lots of ceremony, lots of meditation, a lot of just being and nourishing. Day 6 is probably our only touristy thing we do. The rest are really off the beaten path again, which I love because we're not dealing with a lot of people. This one, though, probably will deal with some people. This is the Cliffs of Moher, and this is where one of the famous scenes from the Harry Potter movies was filmed. I won't say which one because it might give it away, but this one is a very impressive, awe-inspiring sight to come to see, the Cliffs of Moher. And if you do want to bring a little extra cash, it's a really nice place to buy lambskin rugs. You can get lots of lambskin rugs actually in Ireland, but this is a nice place too. Our times out, we will be eating lunch either at the retreat center or sometimes it's off in town. And so the meals of Ireland are really, really good. The Irish have crafted the art of food and make sure it's really delectable. So we'll be hitting some really good spots for our bellies, and all the meals that are included in our retreat center are going to be delectable as well. On day 7, we actually head back to the airport. So we will be in one bus. We all go together. We just check out. I think it's around 10. We'll be at the Dublin airport by 12:30. And so please don't schedule your airplane flight sooner than 3 hours later than 12:30 if it's international. If it's you are just going into Scotland, then I doubt you need a whole 3 hours. So you would check with the airlines for that. But I think that's it. I'm Brooke again. This is the Wild Temple School with Twin Star Herbal Education and Lupo Passero, who is not here right now, but I'm holding space for her because she is on retreat right now, so getting her nourishment. And lots of love to you all. I hope you consider joining us if you're still on the fence. We still have a couple more spaces. Thank you so much. Be well.